The sign your manifestation is coming today on Awakening with Amy. Welcome. I'm Amy Valentine, certified life coach, hoping to awaken within you your ideal life so you know that you can be, do, and have any desire. Today, we're talking about signs. Neville Goddard's Bridge of Incidents. We're going to break that down today like we never have before, because I often get this question: how do I know I'm in my wish fulfilled? How do I know that my manifestation is coming? And I think it's really powerful to understand what it means, what the signs mean, right? Or what Neville meant by the bridge of incidents. So, looking for signs, we're looking for evidence and proof that our manifestation is a reality, right? So, we're using our attention when we're looking out there in the world, in the people, in the circumstance, for evidence, for signs that our manifestation is possible or even coming. Then we're trying to believe it, right? We're efforting to believe that our manifestation is a reality. So we're using our attention to look from the consciousness of doubt, of the doubting Thomas. We're not really believing that our inner state of being creates our reality. Like Neville says, first cause. You always want to go back to first cause. My consciousness, what I am consenting to be true about myself and about everything else. Nothing is as solid and as real as it seems. That's what trips us up all the time, because we believe in the solidity of our lives. We believe in the linear time. We believe that linear time is the only time, but when in truth, when you look from from the metaphysical eyes, from the higher truth, everything is happening simultaneously. And that means that we are physical and non-physical. So we're always non-physical, so we always have access to that higher knowing, no matter what has happened or what is happening. So let's read a Neville Goddard quote, and then we'll dive deeper into signs and what's manifesting and how to know. If you judge after appearances, you will continue to be enslaved by the evidence of your senses. Neville Goddard. If you judge by appearances, you will continue to be enslaved by that evidence. How powerful is that? Literally keep rereading that, because the power in that is immense. Neville's talking about that the power of assumption is the only consciousness that you need, not the external world. That everything in the external world was only once imagined. How you see anything out there was first within you. So, again, we're going back to first cause, consciousness. So the 3D world, the physical world, has no power over you, no matter what's happening. I don't care if the debtors are calling you. I don't care if you don't have a job. I don't care. It doesn't matter what's happening. Understand, this is not to be like an insult of not caring, meaning it's a positive indifference. Understanding that the outside world, the people, the circumstances and events have no power to make me feel anything unless I give them the power or give it the power. Because energy always follows thought. You never feel anything without a thought or the story that you're telling. Feelings are the result of what you're assuming to be true, the story that you're telling yourself. So, your point of power is now. That's the power of creation. So when you're Neville said, signs follow, they never precede. Well, why? Because you are the sign. your consciousness, what you're aware of, what you're putting your attention on is the sign. And everything that manifests in the physical world is a result. That's why they precede, they follow, they never precede. You can't see unless you're aligned with that consciousness already. You can't find what you're looking for. You can't find what you believe is lost, right? So that's why he says our chief delusion is that we're inwardly convinced that there are causes outside our own consciousness, our own beliefs and assumptions, right? We believe the outer world has some power to insert itself into our life and wreak havoc. And that is the illusion, right? So we got to wake up from that fog, that illusion, and understand that everything that is happening or has happened is just the result of assumptions that we're holding within us, our state of consciousness, our mood, our attitude, how we feel about ourselves in relationship to everything else. So signs follow, they never precede is literally telling you, stop looking for signs because you are the sign. You're the light. You're the consciousness. You're the only one in your reality that gets to define what things mean. So when you define things via giving your power to the outside world, giving your power to the circumstances, giving your power to the unhappiness, to the non-fulfillment, you're creating that story, and it's only ever now. The point of power is now. Like Seth said, and he also said, Seth, through Jane Roberts, said, you sit within the miracle of yourselves and you ask for signs. It is your inner eyes that I would open. Our inner eyes, our imagination, our consciousness, what we're consenting to be true, is totally 100% up to us to decide, to choose, to claim. So all of our manifestations, everything in the physical reality are just reflections of an inner state of being, and they're all malleable and changeable because creation is only ever now. It's here and now. That's why Neville also said, make the elsewhere here and the future now as a state of being, that it's already mine. Everything is perfect. Everything is leading me over that bridge of incident to my fulfillment. So I'm going to see everything, every person, every situation from that state of that consciousness of fulfillment, and then it must become that. It must. It's how the law of being works, right? So our story, our assumptions create our reality. The external world is only mirroring back to us what we're telling ourselves within, what we're dominantly believing to be true. And a belief, like Abraham Hicks says, is only a thought that you keep thinking. No facts are final, Neville Goddard says. No facts are final because facts are the external evidence, the sign of what you're doing within. Crazy, right? Think about it. We think everything is linear, and so then we wait for signs. We wait for more information. We wait to become what we desire, and then we're coming from that waiting, that doubting person that, oh, it's not here yet, it's not here yet. Well, you can't become what you want when you're saying, I'm not that already. When you think you need evidence or outer approval, you're literally using your own creation to keep recreating that I am not enough. I am not it yet. It's your consciousness, your awareness. You're not aware that you are the creator of your reality. You're not really believing it yet, right? And look, there's no judgment or condemnation here. It's about being the uncritical observer of your life and then deciding over and over again and using the resistance, using the unwanted to decide and help you clarify, well, what is it that I want to create now? What do I want to create within with my inner eyes? What do I want to see? Whenever you're in doubt, whenever you're in fear, do the loving thing and that will be the right thing. Think about the power in that. There is no power in fear. There's only ever power in love, unconditional love. And you get a do-over, over and over and over again. And look, I know we're so programmed to believe that we have to go on this certain diet to lose weight, or we have to make something happen to have the relationships that we want, or the job that we want, or the life that we want. We keep thinking, we keep looking out there and recreating the same old thing because we're still attached to that old story, thinking that's the only option. That's the illusion of linear time, right? So just suspend that linear thing that things take time. No, it doesn't take time. It takes awareness. Who and what I'm aware of being. That's the only sign you ever need because you are the sign. So we want to shut out the evidence of our senses just long enough to rearrange our mind and look at all the evidence from that place of fulfillment. As you persist in fulfillment as the only option, even using non-fulfillment as a gift to say, no, wait a minute. If I'm feeling disappointed or unfulfilled, oh, there I go again. I'm separating. Oh, there I go again. I'm separating myself from my desire and source energy can only give me what I'm giving myself. Infinite intelligence is only mirroring back to me who and what I say I am. Right? So who do you say you are? Right? You get to choose in every moment. So keep choosing higher, keep choosing your ideal, keep seeing everyone, all circumstances, past, present, and future, from that state of fulfillment. And literally, everything will start to rearrange itself to mimic what you're doing dominantly, what you're persisting in. So are you persisting in the love of your desires? Or are you persisting in the lack of your desires? Because whatever you're doing, you will be right because you are the sign. Signs follow. They don't proceed. You cannot be anything. You cannot have anything without first having the consciousness of already being it. That is the miracle. That is the truth. That is the sign that you've all been looking for. So own it. So imagine utter fulfillment. Right now, just imagine yourself just ecstatic. See the people around you in your world, whether you know them or not, ecstatic. Make that, just do it for a couple seconds. Keep doing that. Persist in that fulfillment and just watch the whole world rearrange itself to match your inner state of being, your new consciousness, right? So you want to put off the old stories, not by fighting them, not by fixing them, not by changing them, not by ruminating about them, because remember, signs follow. Who and what you are conscious of being. What are you putting your attention on? When in doubt, like Neville says, do the loving thing, and that will be the right thing. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking and sharing the video. Thank you for your comments. I love them. And thank you for subscribing. And until next week, have a wonderful day.